Today is a rant, a totally unpopular opinion, and if you've never watched my video, I think you should stick through this one. All right, so the world and society has taught us a certain way of life and a certain way of doing things, and most of them don't actually work. Most of them are actually meant to keep you in the rat race. And this is no BS video talking about go and do this. You shouldn't let the society take over you. The government is after. No. This is not that. This video is just to point out facts, is to tell you what the truth is and probably help you get on the right path. All right, so here we go. By definition, the path to being successful is actually doing what other people won't do. It's as simple as that. Now, hear me out. We are in a society where we've all been focused about the routines of the rich, the hobbies of the rich, the meditations of the rich. I see all of that as BS, to be honest, because someone waking up at 5 o'clock and brushing their teeth at 6 and taking breakfast at 7 and going to the gym at 8, it doesn't apply to everybody's life. And most of the times we are so much focused on the habits and the routines, and I can assure you, if you go right now and go and type how to be rich, and it's all about routine. It's all about waking up at 5. It's about going for a jog. It's about eating right. It's about meditating for 7 hours. It's about attraction. And the world works on a lot of principles. And the principle here is you need to have an idea, be right about the idea, execute the idea, and you will make money and be successful. It's as simple as that. I don't know if anyone can mention any billionaire right now that didn't follow these particular steps I've mentioned. Actually, most of those billionaires actually have the most shittiest routines you can ever think about. They have the most cringe lifestyle they live. They are not very good with their family. They are rude. All those things are some of the things that the top 1% have as their behaviors. So if you tell me it's about routine, then I think you don't know what the blueprint of success is. And I'm here to tell you that. Now, you take Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs had an idea, and that idea was that in a few years' time, every home would have a PC. Do you understand? Or have a computer. And he was right about the idea, and he executed flawlessly. That is what made Steve Jobs Steve Jobs. It is not his routine. It wasn't his behavior. It wasn't his location. It wasn't his family and all. All those are factors that come into play. But when I come to the execution part, you would have to make sure that in your execution, you've done your research, you found how to achieve it, you've gotten people to achieve it. Now, let's talk about Bill Gates. Bill Gates had an idea to start Microsoft and computers and everything. And here we are now that we know Bill Gates, not because of his routine. And that's how we know Bill Gates. Bill Gates is now popular for Microsoft. It wasn't because of his routine. Now, let's take someone like Elon Musk. We all know Elon Musk. We know how he is and who he is. He's famous and he is rich because of the value he's offering to humanity. It's as simple as that. It is not because he is the best at discipline. They actually have one of the most irregular lifestyles. They sleep in their companies for several hours. They don't have work-life balance. They don't have... All that is BS. All that is BS. Jeff Bezos, think about it. They have one thing they are known for, and they were able to achieve that. So have a contrarian idea, be right about the idea, and execute it flawlessly. It's as simple as that. If you have a contrarian idea today and you execute flawlessly and write about it, I can assure you become a millionaire. OpenAI found a contrarian idea, which was a large language model, made it available to the world, and here we are. It's simple principles. Now, what I want you to understand moving forward now is you are not special. You probably won't have that contrarian idea that would be right about and that you can follow through flawlessly. You are not that special. There's nothing special about you. Put that at the back of your mind that you are not very special and you are just like the next person. So what I want you to do is to be able to understand the principle of making money and apply it to your life because you are not special. Put aside the contrarian idea, which is the very big ones, the inventions, the Albert Einstein, bulbs, computer, Amazon. Put aside that contrarian idea, and now let's come down to a level of people that are not special. Let's assume they were special beings chosen by God and gave them contrarian ideas. And let's say we weren't chosen, so we are not that special. What I want you to do right now is to pick certain principles and work with it. Now, the first principle I want us to pick right now is to understand that there are so many problems in the world. So many problems in the world. And so what you need to do is to be able to find a problem and find a solution to the problem, and be consistent with it. So you need to find a gap in the marketplace. You need to find demand, supply that demand, stay consistent for it, scale, and you make money. Because let's be honest, most people actually don't want to be billionaires. Most people don't want to be millionaires. They just want to be comfortable. I'm telling you the truth. Most people just want a nice house, a car to get around, to be able to afford to travel to different places for vacations, take care of their family. And that is it. I'm telling you, most people, that is exactly what they are looking for. They are not looking forward to being a billionaire and being a philanthropist and solving world hunger. No, most people, the average human being on the planet just wants a nice house, wants beautiful car or beautiful cars, wants to be able to afford everything for their family and travel whenever they can, and probably never work a day in their life, which is probably not possible. But the average person, that is exactly what we are looking for, all right? Following this path and these money principles could set you on that level where you are very comfortable. You don't have to think about the next 6 months that if maybe you lose a job or money is not coming, you'll be comfortable. That is what most people are looking forward to. They don't want to keep looking over their shoulders and struggling to get money for something. You need to look for something in demand. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. So if you know that your community or where you are, your state, there is demand for transportation, find a way to meet that need and you make money from it. It's as simple as that. I don't care about your past. I don't care about your routine. I don't care if you wake up in the morning, you hang from the skies, you jump on into the water 7 times before you say good morning. I don't care about that. All you need to do is just find something and work on it. I'll make a dedicated video on how to start a business in every industry. I will teach you the 3 forms of businesses you can start, and it would help you get on this path that I'm talking about. So what you need to do when you're finding demand is to find a product, find a service gap, or make content in that field that has a lot of demand or meets people's feelings. Those are the things. You either have a product you're selling to people that people need, you either offer a service that people need, or you create content about something people are really in need of. Don't try and create demand. Find demand and supply the demand. Because like I said, you are not special. Find the demand and supply the demand. It's as simple as that. Sometimes it might go against your passion, it might go against what you want, but at the end of the day, you would be achieving your goal of being financially free. So here's the hack as to what to do. When you find, let's say, a product that people need, and let's say you source it from China, or you source it from Africa, or you source it from the United States, anywhere you source it from, you just need to stay consistent with whatever you're doing. And that is exactly what matters. Because the thing is that you need to do what 99% of people will not do. And what 99% of people will not do is staying consistent with what they're doing over a long period of time. Some people start and then they stop. So let's say you bring products, the first month people don't buy. You offer a service, first month people don't patronize. You do content, nobody watches your content. And for the first 6 months, you have subpar, let's say 15 views on your content, or you have made only 2 sales, and then they give up. But the person that stays consistent is who beats the market, because 99% of people will stop. It's simple statistics. People normally give up along the line. And so if you're able to stick with it for the longest time, I can assure you, you will make money. Just be consistent with whatever you pick. Because since you are not special, your best bet is just to be consistent. Because even the special ones, Jeff Bezos, When he started from his garage. He had to stick with it for a number of years. Same with Mark Zuckerberg. Same with Elon Musk. Same with Bill Gates. Same with a lot of people. And most of those billionaires stuck to a particular industry or a particular skill for several years for it to pan out. And then the greatest of all is Warren Buffett. He was investing for so long, and 90% of his wealth kicked in after the age of 60 years. You just have to stick with it for long and be consistent. Now, the second hack that you need to know is to be very strategic and intentional about what you're doing. That's another thing. 99% of people, when they start something, they do it like everyone else. So let's say they are recording content, they record content like everyone else. They don't actually go the extra mile of researching and understanding that there is probably a strategy to doing something. They just do it like everyone else would do it. They are not very strategic about it, and they are not intentional about it. If you want to actually beat 99% of people, you need to actually be strategic about whatever you do. How you advertise your content. Are you using Facebook ads? Are you using influencer marketing? Are you using social media marketing? What form of advertising are you using to put your product out there? Is your product good? How is your packaging like? Do you actually understand the concept of customer satisfaction, user interface? You need to be very strategic about all of these things. Now, the third hack is to work smart and not work hard. I can assure you 99% of people on the planet are very disciplined, are very hardworking, but still don't see any results or don't get to that financial freedom level that they want. Now, tell me who is more hardworking than those who work in construction, those who carry brick and mortar. Tell me who is more hardworking than someone who is an artisan, who is working with their hands 24/7. The difference between two artisans and two construction workers is one construction worker will start looking for ways and means to make money from his industry by any means possible, in terms of, do I need to sell a product to my boss? Do I offer a certain service exclusive to certain people? Do I have a way of creating content about what I do every single day so that I'm building my online audience? People don't understand that. They are not very strategic about it. So they would think working hard and being disciplined is what is going to get them there. Trust me, it doesn't. I'm being very honest with you. I'm sure you probably won't believe me, and a lot of people wouldn't believe, but that is the truth. I know a lot of people who are actually billionaires who don't practice any discipline whatsoever. They wake up, they lay in bed for long, and then all they do is they are calculated and strategic about it. If you read the 4-Hour Work Week, it talks more about being productive in a few hours so that you can have the rest of your time to yourself. There's a difference between being effective and being busy. They are two different things. Now, the fourth hack here is getting a team. Find a team. That is why most of these companies, if you go way back in time, they were starting two. So you hear there were two founders, and then maybe one left along the line, one sold to the other. Find a team. You can't do it all alone. That's one thing rich people understand. That is one thing a lot of people tend to know how to do. Of late, there's a lot of preaching about solopreneurs and all those things. But look, let me paint a picture for you. Let's say you're a group of 5 and then you start a company that ends up making $1 million in revenue a year. Now, if you split $1 million among 5 people, you actually have $200,000 per each person. All right. Having a small piece of a big amount of money, whereas if you started alone, you'll probably be making, let's say, $20,000 to $50,000 a year. Which one is better? It's better to have a team. There are some times you actually don't have the luxury of having a team, so you end up starting alone. That is fine. But once you have the opportunity of having a team, your best bet is to have a team. Have a team. Grow together. And it will expand, because like I was saying, you are not special. You are not brought to save the world, that you alone you'll be able to build something from scratch and make it work. Please find a team if you can. Employ people, speak to friends to start with you on a startup and let them know probably there's nothing right now, but give them a portion of the company. It's as simple as that. Don't worry, we'll go more into details about how to split equity across friends of a company and ownership. All right. The next hack that you want to employ here is to delegate. After finding the team, always delegate the parts you're not good at. Delegate to people who are very skilled at what you want to do. There are some things I don't love to do, so at that point, I delegate to other people to do it. So let's say you are starting content creation because, like I said, you are not special. So you decide that you are an artisan, so you are creating content around your artistry and let's say you making furniture and all those things. After making the content, if you don't know how to edit videos, don't waste your time doing it. Delegate it to someone else to edit your videos for you, and it will save you time. That time that would have been used for editing your video, you could actually use it to make more videos and make you grow faster on your social media. The time that you are using to edit that video, you could have used it to probably go and sell some of your products to people. It's just as simple as that. Kindly find some people to delegate some parts of your work to. If you want to do it all alone, you will burn out, you will get tired, and you lose your consistency. Now, the last hack that I want you to employ is be patient. A study was done by some people, and the statistics came out that most billionaires are over the age of 40 years. That means it took them 40 years to be able to make that money and become a millionaire. But you're in your 20s, you are 22 years old, and you're already so bothered about, I'm not a millionaire yet. I get it. It gets to us. There's frustration. There's a lot of pressure on social media and all those things. But be patient with whatever you're doing because it's going to pan out and it's going to pay off. So just be patient. Take your time. Bill Gates became a billionaire after the age of 60 years. Kindly take your time with it. I know a lot of gurus and a lot of people online will show you that how I make $100,000 in 5 minutes, how I make $100,000 just selling online courses for within a month. Please do what you can do. Assume those people are special and you are not. And because of that, you need to put in the work. Like I was saying, work smart, not work hard. If you love this type of content, and if you loved today's video, kindly leave me a like, subscribe to this channel for more content, because like I said earlier, I'm going to do a video that is going to show you how to build a business from scratch, choosing which business to go into, which industry, and how to make money from any industry you pick on this planet. Kindly share with a friend so that they could also get this knowledge you are getting. See you on the next one.